Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Starting off the day, First Presbyterian Church. I just took Luciano to the HEB, and he's sorting his groceries right there. He is set for the week. Luciano, have a good day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So he is set, and I have to go to Portland, Texas this morning. Nothing against you, Portland. I don't want to. It is 45-mile round trip, something like that, to where I have to go. But I do need to, yellow light, I do need to charge my batteries, my DeWalt batteries, charge my phone. I like to have the truck running for that so I can make use of the time. Need to pick up a few things, so gotta go to Portland. That's okay. Got up early, took Luciano to the grocery store, and while I was in the parking lot, answered comments, watched Rusty's video, watched Ernie Hatmaker's video, Guatemalan baby corn. Was that it? Or baby Guatemala corn? I never knew there was such a thing as Guatemala corn. Who knew? And is it Guatemala or Guatemalan corn? I need to pay closer attention. Los Camales, that's a good place to eat. I went to, last night, a church food distribution giveaway. And started at 4:30. And I didn't want to get there too early. I got there about 4:20. You know what I'm talking about with that 4:20 remark, right? And waited in line. You wait in your car line going down the street for it ended at 6. It was probably after 6 by the time I got up to where the ladies were giving away stuff. And it's nice. Filled out a form. They ask you for your income and where you live. Didn't ask for any ID or anything. I had my ID ready. And gave me 3 boxes of stuff. And I went and saw Luciano and let him get what he wanted. And gave some to a few other families that I know could use some stuff that are always sharing with me. And went to Rockport Harbor. That's a church right there. Templo La Fe. I meant to show it, but it's right next to the Dollar General. Very nice people working there. But I gave it away to some people down at Rockport Harbor who are probably having tough times. And then I went and filled up the blessing box with a lot of canned goods and some bagged goods like beans. Things you have to cook, but someone took them last time, so I've seen bags of beans in there before, and someone eventually does come and get them. I like beans. I just can't imagine how much butane I would have to spend to cook beans properly, So, felt good about that. One of the things they gave away, and it was funny, they ask you for how many people, and I said 1. I was thinking of Luciano, but if you had a family of 4 or 5, you would have got 4 or 5 times more of what I got. And one of the things they gave me was it said 10 pounds of chicken leg quarters, frozen, and that went to my buddy's house with kids. So I felt good about that. And when he cooks it, I might get some chicken out of it. I still don't think I could go there for myself, but if I can give to Luciano what he needs and other people, then I can kind of justify going in my mind. So that's what I did yesterday from 4:20 to, I don't know, 7:30 at night. And then I met a guy, came over that I'd seen his car in the parking lot at the Walmart. Wayne came over and said hello for a few minutes. He'd been living in his car for, I think he said, 2 years. So that's the story of Wayne. I don't want to give out Wayne's personal things that he has disclosed to me. I try not to do that. Sometimes I'm just rambling and I say things about people that I shouldn't. You know, personal things they've told me, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just me in the car talking, and I realize, 1,000 people are going to watch what I say. Oops. There was I was watching a news clip from Channel 6 News out of Corpus, and I wasn't even aware of this. Corpus has had 14 consecutive days of 90 degrees or above, and it hasn't reached that hot here. We're about 25 miles north of Corpus, the far end of the close end of Corpus. But I had no idea they were getting that kind of heat already. And in general, it's just cooler here. Rockport is a peninsula on a peninsula, Live Oak Peninsula, oddly enough. That would explain all the live oaks, right? And that kind of acts as a buffer from the heat, and can even act as a buffer from the cold, because the water temperature takes longer to change than the air temperature does. So that does give us some relief compared to Corpus, and Corpus is inland, a lot of it, and more blacktop, more brick, more things that hold heat. So I guess I need to talk about what I mentioned in this morning's video. I heard a noise outside my truck, like real close. I was already asleep for the night. I wasn't asleep, it was around 9 o'clock. I think I was listening to a hockey game. And, people walk by, coming and going to Walmart and the gas station, and, I don't pay it too much attention. I'm aware someone's there. You can hear them walking, you can hear them talking, you can hear music, whatever people do. 50 miles I got of gas, and I know I'd probably have 100. We're going 70 and a 75. That'll save me some gas, right? Please note I'm in the right-hand lane, not hogging up the left-hand lane, even though it is smoother over there. They got a little car. They probably get better than my 22 miles a gallon, so they're doing okay. So I heard like a rattling. I realized it was a shopping cart, and it's a Walmart parking lot, and I kept hearing it. So I kind of looked out my window of the back of the Lear cab, and I could see someone sitting on the curb by the front of my truck, and it had a shopping cart. He had a shopping cart and was sitting on the curb. Well, that's too close for me, so now I'm aware, but that's not my parking lot. People can go wherever they want. So I'm just being aware, and I sat up, and I'm kind of just keeping an eye on them. And he was eating from a can. I heard like a pull top, and he was eating from a can. I'm like, all right, it's probably, let's be nice here, someone down on his luck. There you go. There's a lot of people on drugs walking through there. There's a lot of people, not a lot, but several that are just homeless that I walk through there. There's people there, there's apartments around there. People are just walking to the grocery store. This guy was kind of shabbily dressed and looked like he needed an eye kept on him. And when he got up, he left his basket in the street, in the parking lot, didn't put it away, which I just think is rude, but, no big deal. He leaves his can on the curb right at the front of my truck. And I don't want people from Walmart to think I'm leaving cans there. So he starts to walk away. Now he's coming around the other window, and I said, "Hey, buddy, go pick up your can." And he said, "Fuck you." So, fuck you is an invitation for me to come have a discussion with you. So I was already up, and I just dropped my tailgate down and probably moved as fast as I have moved in the last 20 years, and kind of surprised him. And I said, "Go pick up your can." And he went and picked up his can and, gave me a dirty look and a wide berth and walked away with his can. And his can was a can of Old Roy dog food. Yikes. Now, if the guy wasn't such a jerk and, was just walking by and said hello, he could have got about 10 cans of food from me, because I hadn't yet gone to the blessing box with everything that I bought the day before. I still have another bag of stuff to put in there, but I don't like to put everything in the blessing box at once. I kind of like to spread it out a little bit and make it last. And by the way, Luciano gave me ramen noodles to put in the blessing box. So he skulked off, and then later, a few hours later, I heard someone, now it's like midnight, Walmart closes at 11, and I heard someone way too close to the van again for way too long, and I looked out, and it was him again, and I said, "Do we need to have another talk?" And he scurried right off again. So I don't know what's going on there. I should probably just park in a different spot tonight, but that's kind of my spot, People know where to find me. But I'm also thinking, I'm not concerned for my safety. I'm concerned for his safety, if you know what I mean. And I don't feel like filling out a lot of paperwork. So I think I will just park someplace else tonight. But that's my story about my truck getting messed with. Not the most... I really haven't had any trouble parking in a Walmart anywhere. I really haven't had any trouble anywhere for the most part, just parking anywhere. I've had a couple odd experiences, but I'm a pretty big guy, even though I'm an old fart. And I've learned never to give people money. And I actually don't have any money on me. I have some of Luciano's money that he gives me to pick up stuff for him or hold for him. So I'm not giving that away. That's not my money. If I was cooking food or something and someone needed food, I would give it to them. You see the tinge of the sky? I mean, I know it is a little overcast, but it's that Saharan dust. The part of the sky that is usually white and fluffy, it's got like a brown, sand-colored, tan tinge to it. And that's the Saharan dust. It's hard to believe that dust from Africa comes all the way across the ocean to us. Used to be longhorn cattle across here, and I just don't see them anymore. Well, guys, I think I've rambled long enough for you tonight. I appreciate you all hanging out. Hey, I wanted to thank Mary. When I woke up this morning, I had a very nice gift through my PayPal. The link is in the description. All my contact info is in the description to this video. So, Mary, thank you very much. That was very kind of you. And, yeah, with 44 miles left in my gas tank, you know what you sent me is going to go right in the gas tank, Mary. I appreciate it. Everyone else, I appreciate you guys watching, hanging in there, checking out the videos. Thank you very much. Thanks for riding along today, guys. Thanks for watching.